In the video today, I'm going to show you how to install an SD card on the Samsung Galaxy A54, and I'm going to go over some helpful tips. Let's get into the video. Welcome back to another video. I'm your tech guide, Wayne. Today we're going to install this SD card into our Samsung Galaxy A54, and I'm going to go over a few other helpful tips, things that you should be doing when you install a memory card to make sure your files are being saved properly. So let's get into it. Find the box of your phone. You're going to find this little tool. It's called a SIM card tool, and this is what allows you to pop out the tray that this needs to go into. If you don't have the box of your phone because you threw it away, shame on you. Stop doing that. Find a paper clip, bend it back, and at the top of the phone you will find the SIM card tray right there. You're gonna just insert this and push. That's gonna pop out the tray and slide it out. And you'll notice this phone is really interesting in that the SIM card tray is on one side. On the other side is the microsd slot. I've never seen that before. This is a first. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna put the card in just like that. It's in. Now we're gonna slide the tray back in, and notice I had to turn the phone on its back because, again, if you try to put it in the other way, it's gonna fall out. So turn the phone the other way, slide it in. You've got to be super careful because your SIM card may come out in the process. So make sure both cards are pushed and are firmly into the tray before you try to slide it back into the phone. Okay, so it's in, and when we swipe down from the top of the screen and we swipe up, you're going to see a pop-up that says SD card is inserted. So this lets us know that it's reading it. If you don't see this, there might be an issue with the card. Let me take a moment really quickly and say, do not use cheap memory cards in your phone. Preferably only Samsung, SanDisk, or PNY. Those are the three memory card brands that I trust the most. I'll have a link right here in my little shopping cart with some SD card recommendations. If you use cheap memory cards, there's a high probability that they will just stop working one day and you'll lose all your data. So don't let that happen to you. Use quality memory cards, okay? Okay, so we can tap on this pop-up here, and this will show you what's on the card if you have anything already. I previously had this in another phone, so it has some files in it already. So, you know, take a look there. Now, if you want to see how much storage you have available, you'll need to swipe down from the top of the screen, upper right corner, tap on the settings wheel, and you'll go up to battery and device care. Okay, from here you can see this is your internal storage, basically the phone storage, and then you need to swipe left and that's going to show you your SD card storage. So this is how you see how much storage you have left. This is a 16 gig card and I have basically 14.92 gigs left, and most of my space is being taken up by some images and some video. Okay, so that's how you check to see how much storage you have available. Now next, let's go to the camera, and the first time you open the camera, you should get a pop-up that says, hey, change storage location to SD card. We're going to hit change. Now all the pictures you take, pictures and videos, are going to automatically move over to the SD card. Now let's go over to the gallery. I want to show you a couple of things. So swipe up, go to your gallery. Now these are all of our current folders. Now if you want to look at any pictures that are saved on that memory card that were previously saved before you put it into this phone, you'll need to go to the upper right corner, tap on the three dots, and go to select albums to show, and then you'll need to check these other albums. It'll show you all of the other pictures that are stored on the memory card but that weren't taken on this phone. So once I hit done, I'm able to see, here's a couple of videos that I took with other phones that are still saved on that memory card. So just one reference there in case you're trying to look at some old files. this is how you see all the other folders and pictures that were taken on previous phones with that memory card. So that's one tweak you'll want to make. Now the next thing is I want to show you how to back up all your data to the memory card. So this is something I recommend that you do once a month to make sure that you're just saving your files just in case something happens to your phone. They're at least backed up on the memory card, because this doesn't happen automatically. So swipe down from the top of the screen, go back to the settings wheel. From here, we're gonna go to General Management. Go to the bottom and tap on Bring Data from Old Device. This is gonna take you to the Samsung Smart Switch app. And then we're gonna tap on the memory card in the upper right corner. And from here, we can tap on Back Up to SD card. Now by tapping on this and hitting backup, it will begin to back up all of the files that are on your current phone. So calls, contacts, pictures, videos, text messages, everything. If you tap the everything option, it'll back up everything on the phone. If you go to just, you can have it just do calls, contacts, and messages, or you can go to custom and tap on see what can be backed up. No, not that. Go to custom, hit next, and then it'll basically give you all the categories, and you can decide, hey, I only want to back up my text messages. And if so, you tap on this box here, or you can say, hey, I only want to back up videos. Check the box there. And in this moment, it's going to back up those particular files for you. So this is how you create a backup of everything on your phone. And again, I would encourage you set a reminder on your phone, and I would do this once a month, especially if you have very sensitive information in your text messages, or if you have important pictures you don't want to lose. This is one way to have a hard copy backup with your memory card. Now, you'll notice the memory card I'm using is a 16 gig memory card. Don't use a 16 gig memory card. I'm just using it for the sake of the video. I would encourage you to get at least 128 gig card, if not more, and they're really, really inexpensive now. So again, check out that link, the little shopping cart right here, and that's where you can find deals on memory cards. Get something that's nice and big so you can back up all your data, and you can also have you can just have plenty of space essentially, because these phones fill up so fast. So just keep that in mind. And the very last thing I want to cover is a question that some of you may still have, which is, how do I back up my apps? Or how do I move my apps from the internal storage to the main phone storage? So the answer is the phone is not set up to do that out of the box. Now, there are some changes you can make in the settings if you can get into the developer options to be able to move apps over to the memory card. You can also look into rooting your phone, which will also allow you to move apps to the memory card. But here's what I'll say. Samsung has basically limited access to this feature because they don't want people moving apps to the memory card. Why is that? Because there's a higher probability that something goes wrong with your memory card and then it screws up the phone, because the app is stored on the memory card, but a lot of the data is still stored on the phone. So long and short of it is that you can only move pictures and videos and files to the memory card. That's how the phone is set up now, and anything outside of that, you have to do a lot of extra work to be able to move your games. So I won't be covering that in the video. I just wanted to cover installing the memory card, changing your camera settings, and how to back up your phone to the memory card. If that was helpful for you, hit that like button down below. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. We also have a ton more videos on the A53, so check out our playlist where you can learn a ton more on things you can do with this phone. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and as always, have a good one.